3 required elements of discipline. With discipline comes a wide range of benefits. In the famous book, The Compound Effect, Darren Hardy makes it clear that everything in your life exists because you first made a choice about something. Choices are at the root of every one of your results. You make your choices, and then your choices make you. Discipline is the foundation which allows you to consistently choose a certain path, regardless of external emotions or factors. Whether that means going to the gym, staying on track with your diet, etc., etc. However, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. For example, if your discipline is causing you to sacrifice other aspects of your life, then is it worth it? For example, getting up to go to the gym at 5:30 a.m. every morning can be a great thing if your sleep is in order. Unfortunately, that's not usually the case. People usually wake up and trudge their way to the gym off of 4 hours of sleep. This is just one example of many. So how would we be able to tell when the ends justify the means? It's tough to say, but I have some ideas. Laying the foundation for discipline. Underlying any system of discipline should be a solid foundation. Think of this as a vital checklist that has to be completely checked in order for you to follow through with discipline. As an example, I'll give you my list. To get a workout in, I must 1. Have no lingering pain throughout the workout. Have gotten 6 hours of sleep at the very least. Be fully hydrated. In order to go through with my goals and stay disciplined, these have to be in order. If any one of these is not in order, I need to fix it before I can check my workout off of my list of goals for that week. More on that later. For anything outside of health and wellness, my foundation looks different. At the core of everything I do, my foundation looks as follows. 1. At least 6 hours of sleep. 2. A diet that covers all of my bases, veggies and fruits, for at least 80% of my week. 3. A bare minimum of at least 3 workouts, whether that's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, powerlifting, or functional training, per week. Figure out what this foundation looks like for you in different aspects of your life. Establish the checklist and stick to it. Week by week goals. Once you have the proper foundation established, you can begin laying out your goals. I like setting out my goals on a week-to-week basis. This gives me a checklist that I must complete before the end of the week. Having a list that only covers a week is also good so that I can reassess my motives at the end of each week. More about this later. So as an example, your week's checklist can look as follows. 1. 2 boxing sessions. 2. 1 functional training session. 3. Submit application to XYZ company. 4. Finish module for an ABC course. 5. Read 30 pages. Using this, you can begin to envision what your week might look like and when you'll likely finish the tasks that you set out for yourself. Don't worry about what the following week looks like, just finish what's on tap for the current week. Reassessing motives. Once you've come to the end of the week, your list should be complete. At this point, you can reflect on the week that has passed and look forward to the next. But before you start planning, ask yourself these questions. Did the tasks that I accomplished last week bring me closer to my overall goals? Is there a certain habit or decision I'm making that's compounding into something bad down the road? How can I readjust to be more in line with the vision I have for myself and my goals for the quarter, year, or 5 years? By reassessing the motives week by week, you ensure that you readjust course towards your ultimate goals. There's nothing worse than carrying out a system of discipline blindly and arriving at an outcome that you regret. If you don't take the time to reassess and reflect, you could end up there. Sometimes you won't know the outcome of your decisions. For example, the previous generation, and any prior generation for that matter, finds that science or societal knowledge wasn't in place to provide them with the right guidance at their time. Take smoking, for example. There was a time when people believed that smoking could be good for you. How would people who became addicted have known any better at that time? To this I say, do the best you can. Keep questioning your motives and your methods. Stay up to date with the latest findings and move forward with the best information that you have. You may end up regretting where your system of discipline leads you, but at least you know that you did everything you could to avoid regret. If you enjoyed this article, you can find more like it at www.banafit.com. That's www.banafit.com. Thanks for listening.